Guys, all are getting my screen and voice. Please confirm in chat box. Yes. Today is the day 5. As part of today's session, we are going to understand very important topic, that is SDLC. Today we are going to understand SDLC. What is this SDLC, guys? SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. Software Development Life Cycle. SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle, guys. What is this SDLC, guys? What is this SDLC? And in previous sessions, somewhere we discussed DevOps is what, guys? Just it is a process. Just it is a culture. It is a set of practices which we need to follow to deliver and deploy the application automatically, guys. What is DevOps? DevOps is a process, or DevOps is a culture, or DevOps is a set of practices which we need to follow to deliver the application to client. Same, SDLC also a methodology. Just it is a process, right? So which we need to follow to develop the software application, guys. If you want to develop the software application, we have some process. Right? We have some process, guys. We should follow that process, guys. Then only we can provide the quality project, guys. Then only we can deliver the quality project to the client. So I want to construct a building. Let me take one example. I want to construct a building, guys. Without having proper plan, without having proper process, can you construct the building? No, right? Right. So first, right. So we should get the proper plan, guys. We should get complete idea on that. Right. So how much space is available? Right. So how many floors we need to construct? In each floor, how many flats we need to construct? Right. So how many 2 BHKs? How many 3 BHK flats we need to construct? So that proper plan is required. Then only we can start the construction. Without having that design, without having that plan, we can't able to construct the building, guys. Same in the software industry also. If you want to develop a software project, first what we should have? We should have proper planning. Then only we can start. We need to follow for the process, guys. So based on that process only, we will develop the software project, guys. Okay, fine. Observe carefully, guys. And what is SDLC, guys? SDLC is a methodology. SDLC is a methodology, right? So it will define the right process, guys. It will define the process to create software project. To create software project, guys. If you want to develop the software project, we should have some process. That process will be defined by the SDLC only, guys. SDLC is what? Just it is a methodology. It will give a process to create the software project, guys. In SDLC, we have several phases are available, guys. And phases in SDLC. Phases in SDLC. What phases are there? Observe carefully, guys. And we have requirement analysis phase is available. Requirement analysis. Next we have planning is available. Right. Next we have design is available. Next we have development is available. Next we have maintenance guys. Development is available and testing is available. Right, testing is available. Right, next we have deployment is available. Deployment. Finally, we have the maintenance guys. See guys, so all these are the phases which we have in the SDLC guys. Requirement analysis, planning, design, development, testing, deployment and the maintenance. Guys, not only in the software development guys, not only in the IT industry, even if you go to any business, guys, we should follow this process. We should follow this process guys. Even if you want to construct a building, first you need to gather the requirement from the client. So what is the client requirement? What client is expecting, right? And right, so client is telling like, I have this much of space. So in this space, I want to construct a 5 floors building. In each floor, I want, right, so two BHK flats and three BHK flats I need. So that requirement you need to collect from the right client guys. And you need to gather the requirement from the client. So as per client requirement, you need to plan. As per client requirement, you need to do the planning guys. Once planning is done, you need to create a design guys. Right, on paper, right, you need to create a design. Okay, so like this first floor will come, so here bedroom will come, here kitchen will come, here hall will come. So like that you need to create proper design as per the plan. So once a design is completed, so you need to give that design to the workers, right? They will start the construction. And based on this design only, they will start the construction. Once construction is completed, you need to call the client guys and you need to show to the client. So what you have done, everything you need to show to the client guys. Right, so then once it is completed, you need to deliver to the client. Deployment is nothing but delivering guys. You need to deliver to the client. So after that, right, once you have delivered, right, a few days, at least a few months, we need to maintain that. If there is any small issues or came, small cracks or came, or anything is came, you should provide some maintenance kind of thing also. So like this, in every business, you need to follow these phases. Requirement analysis is there, planning is there, design is there, development is there, testing is there, deployment and maintenance. So these are the different phases we have in the software development life cycle. Observe carefully guys. Let's see guys, observe carefully. So now here I want to start one business guys. I want to start one business. For my business, one software project is required. One software application is required guys. And to develop that software application, I approached with the company Wipro. Assume I have consulted with one company, that is Wipro guys. Okay, I have given my complete requirement to them. I have given my complete requirement guys. I told, and so I am going to start so and so business. For that I need one application, and what I am expecting, that complete requirement I have given to that company guys. See guys, and I approach it to one company. Guys. Issue, I consulted with Wipro company. Right. So now first, what as a right here, who is Wipro guys? Wipro company is the service provider. Who is providing the services? Those people we will call it as the service providers. Here Wipro is what guys? And as per client requirement, Wipro company is providing the services to client. So that's why Wipro is the service provider guys. Right? To whom, right, these people are providing the services, that person we will call it as the client. So here client is available guys. Client is available. Client will give the project to client. Client will give the project to company guys. Company will provide the services to the client guys. So now I have one requirement. I want to start one business. For my business, I want one software application. That's why I came to this Wipro company. Right. So these people, first what Wipro company need to do? Right. First, these people need to collect the requirement from the client. First, they need to collect the requirement from the client guys. Once they got the requirement from the client, So then they need to plan. They need to plan, analyze that requirement, guys. Okay, so this person is given this much of space. In this space, he's asking 5-floor building. Right, so in that area, right, is there permission for that 5 floors building or not? Right, can we able to construct a 5-floor building in that space or not? So is that space is sufficient for the 5 floors building or not? In each floor he is expecting 4 flats. So 4 flats will come in each floor or not? So that planning you need to do, guys. Complete analysis and planning you need to do. So once that analysis and planning is completed, then you start the design, guys. On the paper you need to draw the diagrams, right? You need to prepare, right? So like, right, in each floor is expecting 4 flats, right? The first flat will come like that. So in that hall will come here, bedroom will come here, like that. You need to design everything properly on the page, guys. Once you have done the design, then what you need to do, you won't start the construction directly. You need to call to the client. You need to show that design to the client. You need to write, so you need to put walkthrough, guys. You need to explain everything to the client. Client should satisfy. You should get the approval from the client. Whatever the design you have prepared, so that design client should approve. And once client is happy with that, then only you can start the construction. Without showing to the client directly, you can't able to start the construction. Client should agree for that. Client should approve that. So then only you can start the construction. Okay, so once construction is completed, you need to call the client again and you need to show everything to the client what you have done. Right? If client is happy, right, then you can deliver that product to the client. You can deliver that building to the client. So after delivering also few months at least, you need to provide the, right, maintenance, guys. You should provide the maintenance support kind of thing, guys. Okay, same here also. And so whenever we approach it to the company, they will collect the requirement from us. And as per that requirements, they will do planning and analysis and they will design, guys. They will design they will design everything. After that, so they will conduct some walkthroughs with the client, right? So client should approve that. Then only they will start the development. Once the development is completed, it will go for the testing. Once testing is completed, then, right, they will do the deployment. Deployment is nothing but what? Delivering the project to client. So after that, right, a few years, they will provide the maintenance kind of thing also, guys. Right. So this is what everything is happening in all the software industries. Okay. So in SDLC, we have these phases, guys. What phases are there? Requirement analysis phase, planning phase, designing phase, development phase, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Okay. So here in SDLC, we have several methodologies are available, guys. In SDLC, we have several methodologies are available. What methodologies are available, guys? Let me note it down here. In SDLC, we have several methodologies. We have several methodologies are available. What methodologies are available? Observe carefully, guys. The first methodology in SDLC is waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology. So this is the first methodology, guys. Right. So on top of this waterfall methodology, several other methodologies also came, guys. Right. What methodologies are came? Right. V model came. Next, spiral model came. Right, a spiral model came, right? So like this, finally we have this agile methodology. The agile methodology also, guys. Like this, we have several methodologies are available in the SDLC, guys. Right, so almost 15 to 20 years back, people used to work with this waterfall methodology, guys. 15 to 20 years back, almost 2 decades back, people used to work with this waterfall methodology. Right. In my entire experience, right, I worked with this agile methodology only. I never worked with this waterfall methodology. That is very old methodology, guys. Waterfall methodology is the very old methodologies. In waterfall methodologies, so many drawbacks are there, guys. That's why to overcome those drawbacks, agile methodology came into the picture, guys. Okay, See guys, first let me talk about waterfall methodology. What is this waterfall methodology? What disadvantages we have with this waterfall methodology? Right? What disadvantage? So what agile methodology overcoming all those things? We'll try to understand one by one, guys. Guys, observe carefully. In SDLC, we have several methodologies. Waterfall methodology is the first methodology which we have, guys. But I haven't worked with this waterfall methodology, guys. It is 15 to 20 years back methodology. It almost 2 decades back, people used to work with this waterfall methodology. And from last 15 years or 15 to 20 years, people are working with Agile only. Agile is most powerful methodology, guys. 99% of the companies are following Agile methodology only. We will discuss, right? So we will discuss, guys, how DevOps, right? So DevOps, right? So supporting with this Agile methodology, all those things we will discuss, guys. Fine, guys. First, let me talk about the waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology is nothing but what, guys? Waterfall methodology. Observe carefully, guys. Why that name came waterfall methodology? Observe carefully, guys. So now let me go to here. Let me go to here, guys. Let me take one diagram here. Waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology. Right, guys. Observe carefully here. See, guys, here what we have. Observe carefully this diagram. Right. First, guys, requirements. First, as a service provider, you should collect the requirements from the client. And you need to do the, right, you need to analyze that requirement. You need to go through that requirements properly. And you need to plan as per the requirement. Right. Next, you need to do the design. Next, you need to do the implementation. Implementation is nothing but development. Next, you need to do the verification. Verification is nothing but testing. Next, right, you need to provide the 1 minute, guys. Here they haven't mentioned all the phases proper. Let me take one more diagram. Take this one. Here we have some. So fine. Right, guys. So now observe carefully here. At first, what we have, guys? Here first we have requirements, guys. At service provider, client, right? Service provider companies should collect the requirements from the client, guys, and they need to do the analysis and they need to do the planning on these requirements, guys. Then they will go for the design. Right? Once the design is completed, then they will go for the development. Once development is completed, then they will go for the testing. Once testing is completed, then they will do the deployment, then maintenance, guys. Guys, if you observe this diagram, how it look like, guys? How it look like? Right, we have the steps. Right, we have the steps at home, guys. First step, second step, third step, like that, guys. Okay, suppose if you fall the water from the top step, guys, how the water will fall down, guys? Step by step, one by one, step by step, water will fall down, guys. That's why this is called waterfall methodology. Directly water will not come from right first step to third step, guys. Water will not come from first step to fourth step. Will come from first step to second step to third step to fourth step, like that. Step by step water will fall from top to bottom, guys. Same here also, right? First you should gather the requirements, you should analyze the requirement, you should plan the requirement, then only you can come to this design, guys. Then only you can come to design, right? Without having proper requirements you can't able to do the designing, guys. Okay, so once designing is completed, then you can go for the development, guys. Right? Without development, you can't able to go to the testing. So after designing, compulsory you should go for the development phase. Once development is completed, then only you can go for the testing, guys. Right? Without the testing, you can't able to deliver the project to the client. So testing compulsory you should have to do. Once testing is completed, then you can go for the deployment, guys. Right? So once deployment is completed, then maintenance, guys. So this is a step-by-step process, guys. Right? And you can't able to go back, guys. From the maintenance, you can't able to go back to the deployment. You can't able to go back to the testing. Right? So water will not go back, right? Water will come from right top to bottom only. It will go, it won't go from right bottom to top again, guys. That's why right step by step requirements, design, development, testing, deployment, maintenance. You should go step by step, and you can't able to skip any step, and you can't able to go back to the previous steps, guys. In the waterfall methodology, right, you can't able to go back to the previous steps, and you can't able to jump one step to right so other step like this. You can go step by step only. You can go step by step. First requirements you should finish, then you can go to the design. Once the design is completed, then only you can go for the development. Once development is completed, then only you can go for the testing. Once testing is completed, then deployment. Once deployment is completed, then maintenance. Step by step you need to follow. So this is waterfall model, guys. Right? So how water will fall from top to bottom? Same. So in the waterfall model also, we need to follow same procedure. Very good. So here what drawbacks are there? What drawbacks are there with this waterfall model, guys? So many problems are there. What drawbacks are there? Observe carefully, guys. So in this waterfall model, requirements are fixed, guys. The first problem is requirements are fixed. Means what, guys? Once a client given the requirement to the company, right, in the middle they won't change the requirement, guys. At the beginning, whatever the requirement you have given, that is fixed. Okay, observe carefully, guys. Now this person came to the company and he asked to develop an application. Company took the requirements and company told, okay man, to develop your project it will take 3 years of the time. 3 years of the time. So budget is, it assume right 10 crores, 10 cr. Budget is 10 cr and it will take 3 years of the time. Like that they told. Like that they told, man. Okay, guys, observe very carefully. This is very important point. Actually, today I got one idea. Right, to start the business, right, I got one idea. As per that idea, as per that my plan, right, I approach it to the company and I have given my requirement to that company. Right, so now company, right, so gone through that my requirements and they told, hey man, to do your project it will take 3 years of the time and 10 crores budget for project, 10 crores budget. So like that they told. Okay, client agreed for that. Okay, so after 6 months, whatever the plan he have, with the same plan, so many people started the business in the market, right? But this project is not completed. This project will take 3 years of time to complete. But whenever this project started, right, so next 6 months only, so many people are started the business with the same plan, guys. Oh my God. So then what I need to do? So many people started business, right? Whatever the plan I have, with the same plan, with the same way, multiple people are started the business. Then what I need to do, right? Again I approach it to this company. Hey man, sorry, right? So earlier, right, before starting this project, right, I have one plan. As per that, I have given my requirement to you, right? So you people are started the project, but now so many people are started the business with same plan. So I'm going to change something in that, right? I want to, right, so I want to come up with a better way, more better way. So if I want to come up with more better way, some changes are required in this project. So like that client came. So what Wipro people tell, no, right? So at the beginning, whatever the requirement you have given, that is fixed. In the middle, if you come and ask to change something, we can't able to do that, right? The process which we are following, it won't allow the changes. Right, we are following waterfall methodology to develop your project. It won't accept the changes in the middle. At the beginning, whatever the changes, whatever the requirement you have given, that is fixed. Right, whether you accept or not accept, right, we can't able to change the requirements in the middle. At the beginning, whatever the requirement you have given, that is fixed. Is it problem or not, guys? The client point of view, is it problem or not? Please respond.
Problem.
Right, so this is one problem, guys. Okay, and the next, guys, right, in this waterfall model, testing will happen at the end only. Multiple testings are not there, guys. Testing will happen at the end only, and client involvements are very less in the waterfall model, guys. See, guys, right now I asked to the builder to construct one building, but I'm not visiting to that site every time, guys. Right, what they said, builder, no, right, you not required to come every time, right? We will call once building is completed. You can, we will call you at that time. If you come, right, we will show what we have constructed, everything. So like that builder told. Okay, right, they said that to complete that construction, it will take 2 years of time. Okay, after 2 years, that builder called that person, and then he came to the site. Right, so once he has seen that building, he is not happy. He is not happy. The building is not as per client expectations. Completely changed, guys. What they will do? What client will do, guys? If he is not, right, if he is not visiting frequently, if we visit at the end only, then what is the problem? What is the problem here? Right, if he is not happy with that construction is not as per client, then what he will do? Is it second problem or not? Respond, guys.
It's a problem.
That is also problem only. That is also problem only, right? See, guys, here, right, whenever client given the project to the company, right, these company people are used freshers to develop that project. Freshers don't have the much idea, right? So the people are used freshers to develop that project, guys. And so the look and feel also not good. Whatever the UI they have designed, so that look and feel also not good, guys. Right, the buttons, the fonts, the right, design, complete design what we have, the look and feel also not good. Colors are not good. Right, and application also taking more time. Right, whenever you send the request, it is taking more time to provide the response. Means performance also not good. Then what client will do? Right, here testing they will do at the end only. They are not doing in the middle. At the end of the project only they are doing the testing. At the end of the project only they will call the client. Right, so to show the demo, guys. If the client is not happy, what is the situation? 3 years of the time, and he spent 10 crores money, and everything is waste. Everything is waste, guys. Client should compromise for everything, right, if he follows this waterfall methodology. The first problem is requirement changes are not allowing. Right, so client visits are very less, client interactions are very less, and testing will happen at the end only. Whenever they tested, if it is not good, if it is not as per client requirement, it is very difficult, guys. Okay, so client will not happy, guys. Client will not happy for that. So here, whenever you are doing business, what is your first priority? Client satisfaction. Client satisfaction is our first success in the business. If a client is not satisfied, then there is no use of doing that business, guys. As a business owner, what do you need to do? You need to try to, right? You need to try, right? Always your client should happy, guys. But here, right, they are calling, right, once project is completed, development is completed, then these people are doing the testing. At that time only these people are calling the client. If client is not happy with this development, what they will do, guys? What they will do? They will tell, okay, we will rework on that. It will take 1 more year time. So you need to spend 5 more crores. Like that, these people will tell. What client will do? What client will do, guys? And already, right, with same plan, so many people are started business. 2 years back only people are started same business, right? So and now, right? So okay, I agree for that also. But now you people are not developed the application, right? So as my expectations, right? I have spent 3 years of time. I spent 10 crores money. Everything is waste. So that's why clients will not, right, supporting this waterfall methodology, right? Is it clear, guys? What drawbacks we have in the waterfall methodology? Client interactions are very, very less. Testing will happen at the end, right? Requirements are fixed, and right, you can't able to go back to the previous stages in the waterfall methodology. All these are the problems which we have with the waterfall methodology. But earlier, guys, 20 years back, right, people used to follow with this waterfall methodology only. At that time, we don't have any other methodologies, guys. Only we have waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology is the first methodology which we have. So people should follow this waterfall methodology only at that time. There is no other option. But here we have so many drawbacks are there, guys. Later, to overcome these drawbacks, so many other methodologies are came. In that, Agile is one of the most powerful methodology, right, which is came to overcome the problems of the waterfall methodology. Okay, so let me write a few points about this waterfall methodology. Right. First one is the waterfall methodology, right? Waterfall methodology. Right. Observe carefully here. Waterfall methodology introduced in 1970s, guys. Waterfall methodology introduced in 1970s. Right. Waterfall methodology is the first model, guys. Waterfall methodology is the first model that introduced as right, so process model, right, that introduced as process model, guys. Okay, I told already, right? So SDLC will provide the process to develop the software project, guys. Okay, so first this waterfall methodology only came as a process model, guys. Right, so software companies followed this waterfall methodology only to develop the software projects, guys. Okay, so next, guys. So next here, waterfall model is the right, so linear, right? So linear or sequential model, guys. Linear or sequential, or we can say step by step also, right? Step by step approach, guys. Approach to develop software project, guys. Observe carefully, guys. Waterfall model is the linear model. It is sequential model. It is step-by-step model to develop the software projects, guys. Read it, guys. What is this waterfall model? It is the linear approach or sequential. If you see this diagram, you guys can understand. What is this approach, guys? Sequential approach, step-by-step approach, linear approach, guys. Right, by seeing this diagram, you can tell waterfall model is the linear approach. It is the sequential process, guys. First requirements, then design, then development, then testing, then deployment, then maintenance. It is the sequential process. It is the step-by-step process, right? Waterfall model is the linear approach, a sequential approach, or step-by-step approach to develop the software project, guys. Is it clear, guys? Right. So when this waterfall model is introduced, guys, in the 1970s, waterfall methodology is the first model that introduced as process model, guys. Okay. Waterfall model is the linear or sequential or step-by-step approach to develop the software project, guys. Okay. Right. In waterfall model, right, one phase is completed, then only we will move into next phase, guys. We will move into next phase. See, guys, see, observe carefully. After requirement, directly you can't able to go to the development. After design, directly you can't able to the testing. After development, directly you can't able to the maintenance, guys. Right? One phase is completed, then only you can go for the next phase. Requirements is completed, then only you can go for the design. Design is completed, then only you can go for the development. Development is completed, then only you can go for the testing. Testing is completed, then only you can go for the deployment. Deployment is completed, then only you can go for the maintenance. Guys, here development is not there, so you are in the design phase. Once the design phase is completed, can you go for the testing? What you will test? There is no development, application is not yet developed, then what you will test? That's why first you should complete the development, then only you can go for the testing. And without testing the application, can you deliver the application to the client? We can't. Deployment is nothing but what? Delivering to the client. Without doing testing, can you deliver that application to the client? We can't able to deliver, guys. That's why first you need to do the testing, then only you can deliver the project to client. Okay. Without developing, without testing, without delivering, can you do the maintenance? Without delivering, what you will maintain, guys? That we can't able to do the maintenance. That's why step-by-step process, sequential process, one after another only we can do, guys. Directly we can't able to jump from requirements to testing, requirements to maintenance, guys. You should follow step-by-step process. That is what here I have written. In waterfall model, one phase is completed, then only we will move into next phase. Guys, please read the statements once. Waterfall methodology introduced in 1970s. Waterfall methodology is the first model that introduced as process model. Waterfall model is the linear or sequential or step-by-step approach to develop software project. In waterfall model, one phase is completed, then only we will move into a phase. Okay, guys, observe carefully. And here, what drawbacks we have with this waterfall model, guys? What disadvantages we have with this waterfall model? Disadvantages. What we have, guys? What disadvantages we have with this waterfall model, guys? Observe carefully, guys. The first disadvantage is requirement can't be changed in the middle. At the beginning, whatever the requirement you have given to the client, that requirement is fixed. In the middle, we can't able to change the requirements. That is the first drawback, guys. Requirements, that's can't be changed in the middle. Guys. That is the first disadvantage, guys. Right. Testing will be happen. Next, testing will be happen at the end only. Guys. When they will do the testing, at the end only. Testing will be happen at the end only. Right? So here we can't able to go to the previous phase. Right here, we can't go to right? Previous phase guys. Okay, so next guys, risk is very high, right? In waterfall, risk is very high. Risk is very high. What kind of risk guys? What kind of risk? Right, here client interactions are very less, right, and testing will happen at the end only, right, and here you can't able to go to the previous phases. Because of all these problems, risk is very high in the waterfall methodology. Client should compromise for everything guys. There is no other option, right? Whether he is satisfied or not, he should compromise guys. Otherwise again he need to spend time and he need to spend extra money to correct that design and to rework on that development and all those things. Again they will start from beginning. This is a very high risk guys. Here we have very high risk guys. Okay, and here client involvements are very less guys. Client involvement is very less guys. Client involvement is very less at here guys. Please read these disadvantages once. Read it once. Requirements can't be changed in the middle. At the beginning, whatever the requirement client given to the company, that is fixed. Guys. Testing will happen at the end only. We can't go to the previous phases. Risk is very high. Client involvements are very less guys. Client involvements are very less at here guys. Read it once. Right, so now to overcome all these problems, agile came into the picture guys. See guys, here whatever the problems, what are the drawbacks we have noted, to overcome all these problems, agile came into the picture. Agile model came into the picture. So you may ask, is there any chance, is there any place where this waterfall methodology is fixed, where waterfall methodology is suitable? Is there any such kind of scenarios? Yes guys, we have guys, right? So when waterfall methodology is the best choice, guys, right? When project is small, if your project is small, then we can go for the waterfall methodology. You no need to spend years of the time guys. Within 6 months we can finish your project, then we can go for the waterfall methodology. Within that 6 months, within that short notice, no other competitors will come guys. So happily we can go with this waterfall methodology if your project is small, right? If your project is small guys. Next one guys, right? When requirements are fixed, okay, my requirements are fixed man, right? Even any competitors are came into the market, I am not going to change my requirement. It is fixed, whether it will take 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, whatever it may be, but my requirements are fixed. Then you can go for the waterfall methodology. Guys. And if budget also fixed, budget why fixed guys? I'm telling, right? Why budgets are fixed guys? Suppose, right, after 3 years, right, if you are not satisfied with that development, right, if you ask something to modify, what they will tell, okay, it will take extra 2 years time and you need to spend, right, 5 more crores, like that they will tell, right? So in that case, it is not good guys. If budget is fixed, budget is fixed means what guys, right? So even, right, so so one of previous company I worked in, right, fixed budget project guys. So fixed budget project means what guys? They have given 1 year time, right? So and they spent, right, so 10 crore rupees for that project guys. Okay, within that 1 year, so within that 10 crore rupees, company should finish that project. Right? If it is not finished, client is not responsible. Guys. Right? Maybe it will take 2 years. For next 1 year, extra 1 year, right? Client is not going to pay anything. He will pay only the 10 crore rupees. Right? Whether you are using 1 developer or 10 developers or 100 developers, that is your headache. Right, that is your headache, guys. You can give resource, any number of resource, that is your headache. But my budget is fixed. I'm going to spend only 10 CR. Right, so next 1 year, I'm going to give 10 CR. You should finish the project. How many people you recruit for this project, that is your headache. Right, even if it takes more time also, I'm not responsible for that. So that is called fixed budget projects, guys. Right. So sometimes, guys, right, company will face companies only loss, guys. Companies will lose because of this fixed budget projects, guys. Right. So no one can't able to finish the project on time, guys. Definitely it will extend. It will extend, guys. Right. It is very difficult to finish the projects on time, guys. At that time, right, if any extra money is required, that the company only bear that money, guys. That client won't spend extra money, guys. So that is called fixed budget projects. If budget is fixed also, then you can go for this waterfall methodology. Okay, so let me note down those things also, guys. When this waterfall methodology is best choice, let me write about the disadvantages, guys. When waterfall methodology is best choice, guys, observe carefully. When, guys, first one, guys, when project is small, and we can go for right, waterfall methodology. When project is small, we can go for this waterfall methodology. Next, when requirements are fixed, then we can go for right, so waterfall methodology. Next, guys, if budget is fixed, then we can go for waterfall methodology. See, guys, read it once. Guys. When waterfall methodology is best choice, guys. When this waterfall methodology is best choice, when project is small, then we can go for this waterfall methodology. When requirements are fixed, then we can go for this waterfall methodology. If budget is fixed, then we can go for waterfall methodology. Requirement is fixed means what? Later we won't come up with changes, guys. As a client, I'm not going to come up with changes later, guys. Then we can say that requirements are fixed, guys. And any competitors came in the market, no problem. My requirement will not change. Then you can go for the waterfall methodology. Right, project is small, right? We can finish this project in 6 months or 1 year. Then you can go for the waterfall methodology. Budget is fixed. This is the fixed budget project. And even if you put 100 developers, right, 10 testers, right, so 10 DevOps engineers, I don't care about that. Right, I will give only 10 CR. Right, how many people you will recruit, how much time you will take, that is your wish. Right, I will give only 10 CR. Such kind of projects we will call it as fixed budget projects, guys. Okay, so in these cases you can go for this waterfall methodology, guys. Otherwise, waterfall methodology is not at all suitable, guys. Right, client will not happy with this waterfall methodology. Right, so if you go with agile methodology, who will get more satisfaction? Clients only. With this agile methodology, clients are getting more satisfied. Why? Because in the agile methodology, multiple client involvements are there. Right, for every sprint, regularly clients are involving in the agile methodology. So clients know what is going on in the project, whether it is going in the right way or whether it is going in wrong way. Everything client will monitor. Guys. So that's why clients are very, very happy with this agile methodology. And in the agile methodology, requirements are changed, guys. Requirement changes are acceptable in the agile methodology. requirement changes are acceptable in the agile methodology. That's why clients are very happy with this agile methodology. And right, in the agile methodology, testing will not happen at the end, guys. For every requirement, for every sprint, testing will be happened in the agile methodology, right? So and once company, right, once first sprint is completed, client will give the demo to the client. Once client given the good feedback, then only they will start the next requirements. Otherwise they won't start the next requirement. Here client satisfaction is very, very important. For in every sprint, right, here they will expect, right, they will expect something, some output from the client, guys. Okay, client should satisfy. Client said okay, proceed, then only they will go for the next sprint in the agile methodology. So all these are the advantages we have with the agile, guys. Whatever the disadvantages we discussed at here, all these disadvantages overcoming by this agile methodology. And one more most important point, guys. See here, in the waterfall methodology, right, here they have given the project, guys. And he said 3 years time it will take. Client should wait until completing this 3 years. Then only he can start getting revenue on this project, guys. In the middle, right, he won't get anything. He won't deliver, company won't deliver also anything in the middle, guys. But in agile, not like that, guys. What they will do, the entire project, they will divide it into multiple parts. Right? Suppose client given 100 requirements in the project, guys. 100 requirements client given in the project. So these 100 requirements, right, so they will divide into multiple parts, guys. Multiple parts. In part 1, they are going to deliver, right, first 30 requirements. Right? Next, in part 2, they are going to deliver, right, next 30 requirements. Next 30 requirements they are going to deliver in part 2, guys. Part 2, they are going to deliver next 30 requirements. Right? In part 3, they are going to deliver remaining 40 requirements. Right? In part 3, right, they are going to deliver, right, remaining 40 requirements, guys. See, guys, observe carefully how agile will work. They won't work, right, in entire project at a time, guys. First, they will divide the requirements into multiple parts like this. They will tell to the client, hey man, in the next 6 months or right 3 months, we will deliver the first part. In that first part, 30 requirements you will get. And after 3 months, you can start getting the revenue on these 30 requirements. You need to wait until completing the all 100 requirements. Right, first part we are going to deliver in next 3 months. Right, after that, you can start getting the revenue on these 30 requirements. Okay, so then they will start working on this part 2. Right, in part 2, they are giving 30 more requirements, guys. Right, so next it will take 3 more months. By the end, guys, so total 6 months. In 6 months, they will deliver 60 requirements. From 6th month onwards, after 6th month, right, client will get the revenue on total 60 requirements, guys. 60 requirements. Right, in next 3 months, they will give the remaining 40 requirements also. Like that. So they will divide the requirements into multiple parts like this. And here each part we will call it as sprint, guys. Each part we will call it as sprint. Okay, in tomorrow's session we will discuss, guys. Why? Because agile methodology will take complete session, guys. Right, we need to spend a minimum 1 hour, more than 1 hour on the agile methodology, guys. Lot of things we need to discuss in the agile, guys. What is a sprint? Right, what is sprint meeting? What is a retrospective meeting? Right, so and what is scrum? Right, what is scrum meeting? Who will be involved in the scrum meeting? Who will be involved in the sprint meeting? Who will be involved in the retrospective meeting? Right, so all these things we need to understand in detail, guys. It will take complete session, guys. It will take complete session. So that we will discuss in tomorrow's session, guys. Is it clear, guys? Guys, first respond. Waterfall methodology is clear.
Yes.
What drawbacks we have with the waterfall methodology is clear.
Yes.
Right, where this waterfall methodology is best suitable is clear.
Yes.
What is SDLC? What phases are there in SDLC? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Very good. So tomorrow we will try to understand agile, guys. Why? Because agile is most important one, guys. right? So 95% of the companies are following this agile only. Even in my experience, right, from past 12 years I worked with this agile only, guys. I never worked with this waterfall and other methodologies, guys. Agile is the most powerful, guys, right? I will right, so map this agile with the DevOps also in the tomorrow session. Okay, is it clear, guys? Very good. Very good,
Yes.
guys. Tomorrow session is very, very important, guys. Nowadays, no one using this waterfall methodology. Even in the interviews also, they will ask the questions on the agile only. They won't ask the questions in the waterfall. Agile is a very, 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 very important one, guys. We have so many terminologies are available in the agile which we need to understand, guys. Agile terminology also very, very important in the companies, right? If you said I am working in the agile methodology from past 3 years, then you should know the terminology which we are using in the agile. Okay, all those things we will discuss in detail in tomorrow session, guys. We are going to spend complete 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes on the agile only in tomorrow session, guys. Okay, fine, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Right, I will share these notes, right? So right, tomorrow, right, we will discuss, right, this agile also, and by tomorrow session we will finish this one, guys. This whatever the SDLC is there, that we will finish in tomorrow session, right, guys. And one more important thing, guys, right, from day after tomorrow means Wednesday. From day after tomorrow, our actual things are going to start. From Wednesday, I'm going to start Linux. I'm going to start from Wednesday. If you want attend for this DevOps and AWS sessions, Linux is the main prerequisites, guys. You should strong in the Linux commands. In the interviews also, they are asking Linux commands. So you guys should strong in the Linux commands. Then only you guys can work with this DevOps and AWS cloud. And if you guys are not strong with the Linux commands, it is very difficult to work, guys. Guys, the Linux commands are very easy, guys, dead easy, guys. But you should practice. You should practice, guys. You should attend for the sessions and you should listen what I'm explaining and you should practice. Then Linux commands are very, 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 very easy, guys. For DevOps and AWS, I told the main prerequisites is Linux commands only. Okay, so then we will discuss shell scripting, how to automate the things by using shell scripting. We will discuss, guys. From 14th, from Wednesday, almost right till next Wednesday, right, 14 to 2021, we are going to spend on these, right, so Linux only, guys. Linux only, I told, right? So it will take 8 to 10 days. I'm going to spend on this Linux commands, right? First I will give the, right, so what is operating system, what is Windows operating system. I will compare Windows operating system with the Linux operating system, and I will give some introduction part of the Linux, who introduced the Linux, why Linux operating system came, right? Before Linux operating system, what we have, right, by using which operating system they have implemented this Linux operating system, what distributions are available in the Linux operating system, right? First we will discuss all those things, and in Wednesday session only we are going to understand how to create the virtual machine, how to create the Linux virtual machine in the AWS cloud also. We are going to see in the Wednesday session, guys. In our local systems we are not doing anything. We are going to do everything in the cloud only. In the cloud, we will create the Linux virtual machine. From our machine, we will connect with that Linux virtual machine and we will perform all the required operations. Some people are asking, guys, right, what configuration is required in the laptop to attend for this DevOps and AWS course? Nothing, guys. Basic configuration is enough. We are not going to do anything in our local systems. Right, we are going to create the virtual machines in the AWS cloud and we are connecting with those virtual machines. Everything we are going to do in that virtual machines only. How to create that virtual machine, which services we need to use to create that virtual machine, everything we are going to understand in the Wednesday session, guys, in 14th, guys. Okay, is it clear? Respond, guys. Very good. Fine, guys.
Yeah, very good.
Fine. Thank you, guys. Thanks for attending. Right, so tomorrow we will understand the agile process, guys. Thank you, guys. I think today some more new people are joined. Right, so they are clear, guys. All right. Today's session is clear. Jyotish and other people also there. Right, Rajita.
Yes, sir. It's
Right,
clear.
Shashikant. Right, Rajita, Shashikant. Right, so whoever joined today. Right, so last
Yes,
4 sessions videos are there. Right, so I will share those videos. You guys can go through that videos. Still, right, we haven't started the actual content, guys. Right, from Wednesday I'm going to start the actual content. Linux I'm going to start. Right, so all these are the, just I'm giving overview what is DevOps, why DevOps is required, and if required, again we can discuss these things before starting the DevOps. Right, so these things are not going to helpful for our AWS sessions, guys. AWS sessions are completely different. Right, these things, if you guys want, if you guys are not clear, right, first to go through that videos. Still, you guys need more clarity, then no problem. I will spend 1 or 2 days before going to start the DevOps. There I will discuss if you guys want. Okay. Right, first focus on the, right, so focus from Wednesday onwards what we are going to discuss. First focus on those things, guys. And even if you guys are not clear about all these things, right, what is DevOps, why DevOps life cycle, those things we will discuss again if you guys want, before going to start the DevOps tools. Okay, first we are going to understand Linux, then shell scripting, then AWS cloud we need to complete, guys. Then I will come to the DevOps tools. I hope everyone clear today's session, guys. What is SDLC? What methodologies are, what phases are there in the SDLC? What methodologies are there in the SDLC? What is waterfall methodology? What drawbacks we have with the waterfall methodology? Where this waterfall methodology is suitable? I hope everyone is clear all these things.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we will discuss the Agile, guys. Thank you.